Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. Today, we're going to take a look at some Pekka Smash raids. And this first base here is a very common Legend League base. And I decide to hit it where we're going to come right at the Town Hall with the Queen charge. And the reason is because of this base being so popular, there's two ways that most people hit it in Legend League. And one entry is to blimp the Eagle, charge the Inferno Tower. The other is to ward walk the Inferno Tower and push everything in between the compartment, in between the Eagle and the Inferno Tower. But nobody usually charges the Town Hall, so I decided to charge the Town Hall here. I brought the Warden for the HP buff, and she moves faster with the Warden helping her hit buildings. Now, I decided to freeze the Town Hall here so the Warden doesn't catch any Inferno beams. It wasn't for the healers. I just don't want the healers switching to the Warden because you'll see the healers are constantly trying to switch to the Warden. So that was just a precaution. Now we wall break open this other compartment here. We're going to send the Pekkas and the bowlers into that compartment. King for the funnel with witches. And we're going to use the jump on the elixir collector by the Inferno Tower to connect both the scatter shot, the Inferno Tower compartment, and the core together so that the army will meet up in the core in there and we can make that strong push. So here comes the CC. I poison the minions, let the troops deal with the headhunters. Went ahead and tomed here. Got the healers under rage. And on this particular raid, I decide to blimp the Eagle and then send the RC behind the blimp. So here comes that. Troops are in the core, looking pretty good. Healers got everybody pretty much topped off who's still alive. And Yeti's going to get the Eagle. RC's going to clean up everything around it. And we're just kind of waiting for everybody to make that push into the 6 o'clock. There's not a ton left in this base that the troops can't take down. Now, we don't have the Queen ability anymore, but we do still have Pekkas tanking for everybody. And the RC ability is still in the pocket, so it is looking like this is probably a triple. But there we go. RC is about to hit that ability now. There we go. Get rid of that multi-target Inferno for us. And the Queen's going to go down the other side and pick up the rest of the buildings at the 4 and 5 o'clock. RC somehow still has HP. Pretty surprised, actually. And does RC get through that cannon? It's going to be close. Yep, pulls it off. All right. Let's take a look at another raid. Okay, so we have a bit of a diamond-shaped base here. And the best way I could see to get pathing out of this was to blimp the 6 o'clock Inferno. And then I could have wall breaked into the Town Hall, but I decided on 2 jumps. Just to be super safe. So that's what I'm going to do. Blimp here. And so I wanted to show this because it's just a different variation of Pekka Smash where you can have the 2 jumps instead of the 1, and not every base you need wall breakers for. So the blimp pulls out the CC. Now I'm going to deal with that here with the Queen and the Warden. Now, the thing about having 2 jumps is that you don't have as many rages. Obviously, you can't have as many rages when you have more jumps. So you kind of got to be a little more frugal, we'll say. And having the Warden with the Queen helps with that because he buffs her HP. So she doesn't need to be raged quite as much. Not that there was anything on this corner that was going to force her to need a rage anyway. But I did have to rage the blimp to make sure that we got the Inferno and the value we needed down in that compartment. I decided to use a Yeti here to tank for the King so he could get that funnel going on the 8 o'clock side. He's going to walk up to 9. And here we go with the Pekkas and the bowlers. Send everybody in. Coco Loon's still alive. Keeping those healers protected. Use the jump here. There we go. Everybody's working into the Town Hall. Hit the tome. And now we're going to jump our way out of this compartment into the other multi-target Inferno. Probably could have brought wall breakers to make that happen as well. But you don't always have to. You don't have to be that cute with it. You can just use jumps. So that's what I did. and everybody's working their way into that Inferno. And now we just got to get to that scatter shot and that king and the eagle. And there is a back end scatter shot on this, so if we don't have a strong push back there, it's going to be tough to take that baby down. But here we go. King, Pekka, witches on the outside, queen with healers on the inside, handful of bowlers. They're not really going to be long for this world. And we still have the RC cruising through the base as well. She's going to start picking off those back end defenses. I freeze up the scatter shot to help her take that down. She does. And then we have skellies to deal with. We still have the queen ability. We have the king and 2 Pekkas, actually, it looks like. Is that 2 Pekkas or is that 1? Anyway, a lot of troops working around the outside of that base, which is nice. Which is cleaning up any of the trash buildings left behind by the king and the Pekkas. It was 2 Pekkas, look at that. And the queen finished off the inside of the base. And this is looking like it's going to be another triple. So, all right, so let's take a look at another variation of Pekka Smash. Okay, so here we're going to use, instead of bowlers, super wizards. And again, I'm going to come Town Hall side because the pathing of the compartments behind the Town Hall, I could use wall breaks to get into there and then jump across the core, and it opens up the whole base. So all we got to do is get through this king, which we brought a headhunter for. There we go. Walk our way down. Kind of waiting to see what the queen decides to do. There's a chance she steps into that top compartment there and gets the town hall. So I'm just waiting to see if that's what she does. She didn't. I sent the blimp in. And we're going to get the CC pull with that blimp. Not going to rage it because we don't need to. There we go. Everything's looking pretty tidy. Got the king going in for the funnel. Bring in the warden. Bring in the wall breakers. Double wall break here just to make sure we get right behind that wizard tower. Bring in the Pekkas. Bring in the wizards. Send in the witches now. Some reason I like to delay the witches like that sometimes. Just because I don't want them getting caught by anything. Most of the troops end up going around the corner to the outside, which is perfectly fine because that's where all the base is anyway. Queen stays in the core, so I give her the jump to get to the eagle and to the scatter shot. She only has one of the healers, it looks like, I think, because the other healers went to the Pekkas. Not a problem. Hit the warden ability here. Still have the queen ability if we need it. I send the RC at the bottom to assist the king and the witches because there is a multi-target inferno that the Pekkas are not going to be able to reach. So it's going to be important that the RC can get there. The super wizards, one thing that's nice about them is that they zap out the skellies really fast. Whereas bowlers, they do bounce the skeletons, but sometimes they have a hard time when the skeletons are too spread out. Super wizards don't really have that problem. They chain them, so it's kind of nice. Hit the queen ability here, and we have a pretty convincing triple, it looks like. Yep, this is definitely, time's not going to be an issue, so. Alright, so there's an example of sending the entire army outside, the queen inside. And finally, one last variation. We have the log launcher. This one is going to be a log launcher entry. And we're mixing this time the bowlers and the super wizards. So just trying to mix it up and see the difference between all the different styles and show that to you guys. On this particular raid, I'm going to start my queen at 12, see which way she's going to walk. She's going to end up walking down to the 3. I do this because she's pretty safe going around that eagle. There's not a whole lot there to beat her up. There is a warden tower on the defense there. But I bring in my warden, and we'll just rage our way through it. It'll be fine. Bring in the wall break to get into the multi. King for the funnel at 3. Bring in a Pekka just to make sure the king goes the right way. Rage up the queen to get through that warden and the RC. Bringing in the rest of the troops now to go into that big compartment. And I bring the log launcher because Wasn't sure the wall breakers were going to be enough to get that all the way open to the town hall. Now, I could have blimped, but I thought the log launcher opening up all these walls would be nice, and I could have wall breakers for the back end if I needed them. Now, one unfortunate thing is that the king actually took quite a beating coming around that 3 o'clock corner, so he's pretty low. I'm going to have to bring the RC in as like a safety precaution to make sure we get that town hall. Of course, there's tons of skeletons and Tesla farm, but we did have a super wizard there zap out most of those skellies right before he died. But so the log launcher did open up everything, and the yetis from the log launcher come down to help out with the town hall. The queen with the healers is moving up through the base. They're gonna go into that multi-target inferno. We have a lot of cleanup troops, but we don't have a lot of our main army left. We do have the witches still cleaning up the outside. We do still have the RC, and we do have the queen with the healers and the warden, and they can do a lot of work, just the queen, warden, and healers. So base is slowly just getting chipped away here. Time is kind of running out on us here. Let's see if we can make this one work. But RC does go down, and now it's just up to the queen and the healers. Looks like the warden went down. The healers are all down, and this is getting very close. This is going to be by the skin of our teeth, I think. Skelly's coming around. They are going to help the queen get that cannon, and we do get very lucky and pull off a triple here. So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in the next one.